Hey everyone, welcome back to Whiskey Trek. I'm Jackson.
And I'm Natalie.
And today we're going to do a review and it's not a blind. A review and a comparison. I haven't seen anyone do reviews of this yet, which is kind of strange. It's Knob Creek 10-year rye.
A rye, my favorite.
Yeah, this is an extension of Knob Creek's regular lineup that should be available almost everywhere. You know, you see the Knob Creek 9-year available all the time. Knob Creek 7-year rye is now obviously age stated with that 7-year age statement to, kind of complement the 9-year bourbon. You got the 12-year bourbon. Now you got the 10-year rye. Makes you wonder, are they going to do a high age statement rye like their high age statement 18-year bourbon?
Ooh.
I know. Really interesting stuff. But let's talk about these two today. Knob Creek 12. One of the favorites of the bourbon community, I would say. One of the staples is probably a better way to say it. Knob Creek 12 is consistently rated as one of the best available Jim Beam products, especially if you don't love that peanut flavor. It is a lot more subdued in Knob Creek 12, even compared to their higher age statements, 15 and 18-year bourbons. So it's always been a favorite of mine. We actually buried a bottle of this for our wedding for good luck for no rain.
And definitely we'll be inserting pictures.
And it worked.
It worked.
And we've since finished that bottle. This, though, I'm very interested to see how this is, because Knob Creek's rye, their Kentucky rye, is, I like it in cocktails. It's not my favorite rye by itself, but maybe this will change.
Well, let's get into these fresh cracks.
Absolutely. I'll crack the 12 if you crack the 10.
Absolutely.
All right. I waited to crack these at the same time, one, so that everyone knew that it was an equal comparison, that we didn't just have an old bottle of 12 and a new bottle of 10. Also because neck pours are a bit weird, and I feel like it's just best if we both have neck pours from each bottle. It was really kind of the only way to make it feel fair, I guess. And also because it's hilarious to watch people try and use the Knob Creek wax on camera, because it sucks.
Oh, this will be fun. Okay.
All right, let's do it. There we go. And already it's under my fingernails and splintering everywhere. Look at this.
Oh, me too.
It's just crumbling. Oh, I hate this stuff. All right, come on.
No grip strength.
There we go. A little fiber there.
Can it only go one way?
Yep.
Oh, so I'm just maybe pulling the wrong way?
And then the whole cap of wax right there.
Ooh, I got it finally.
Oh, yeah, but that sounded really good.
I'll do you one better. Did I miss you?
You missed me. There's so many little pieces of plastic just everywhere on this table right now.
Right.
Oh, I hit the camera.
Okay, I'm about to blow your mind.
Please. Oh, that one was good too.
Good too. It was the better one.
Unmarked glass is Knob Creek 12. Marked glass is Knob Creek 10. All right, Knob Creek 10. Here we go. Let's see how it is. I don't know why I did that.
Thoughts for your thoughts.
Wait. This is thoughts for your thoughts.
Welcome to Thought for Your Thoughts. I'm your host, Derry Merbles.
Joined today by my colleague from the formal Eagleton.
Eagletonians. Oh.
Oh, wow, that smells really good.
Mint leaves. Any form of leaf, help me out here. Help me flush this idea out.
It's mint syrup, because it's dark. It's dark.
Yes.
It's not bright minty,
Good distinction.
Kentucky Owl Rye Batch 3 is bright and minty and spearminty, and this is fresh mint and dark. And honestly, it's only 100 proof, so not crazy, but even for a fresh crack, there's no ethanol burn.
True. Do we want to let it sit while we smell the other one?
Yeah, maybe let's see how the nose evolves after
Yeah.
a little bit of a rest. Knob Creek 12 bourbon.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Cola.
Very different. Yes, cola.
Yep, I love that cola note. Equally as dark, though. rich and dark. You
Yeah,
know,
but it's sweeter smelling. Like,
yeah.
sweet.
Yeah. It's about the same ethanol, but less rye spice, obviously.
Obviously.
There's also more fruit. So instead of that mint, you get this really heavy cherry, like a dark cherry. I love that the 12 smells exactly like I remembered it smelling. I love that. That makes me so happy. Let's go back to the 10 and see how the nose evolved. It's getting more vegetal as it opens up. It's becoming less of that super syrupy and dark rich note, and it's leaning more on the vegetal and mint side. Mint's kind of taking a back seat for me now.
Yeah, me too. I was kind of disappointed, but it still smells good, but just in a different way now.
It's almost like when we are cutting poblano peppers. You know, poblanos aren't spicy, right? But they smell very fresh and clean. Am I the only one who smells colors? It smells green.
Oh my gosh. I love that you just said that. You just blew my mind by saying that. Because that does not happen for me.
All right, let's take a sip of the rye.
Okay.
Cheers. You almost forgot.
I'm the worst at that. Don't laugh at me. It's gonna burn.
It didn't burn, but that was hilarious.
You're so dramatic.
Couldn't decide which way to take your drink.
Because
You could just do it facing forward.
The last video, you're like, you turned sideways to drink. I'm like, I'm not gonna do that this time.
Which you did, and then you just turned the other sideways.
We'll see a replay. I don't believe you.
You did, you so did. Okay, I'm gonna have to have a second sip just to refocus. Focus. You know, it's all right.
Oh yeah, I like it.
It's nothing like the 7-year for me, and in that way, I'm actually kind of glad, because now the comparison for these two makes a lot of sense in the lineup compared to the younger age statements. It has a really long-lasting Kentucky hug right here. Overall, right up front, you get that vegetal note that you get on the nose. Then it kind of fades into like a rye spice with a little bit of like a caramel sugar right in the middle of the palate.
All right.
Overall, I'm not super impressed with it so far. I mean, like, it's good. But $70, I mean, I love that it's a 10-year age statement. It's just not quite the profile I was thinking it would be.
Fair enough.
Let's have 12 and do some back and forths and see how it compares, because I think the 10 is about $10 more expensive than the 12.
Oh, kind of good to know.
Or around the same price. I think I find 12 for around 60 to 65, probably around 65, and I bought the 10 for 70. Oh, that nose is amazing. A little thinner on the palate,
Yes.
which is interesting. It takes a second to get where it needs to go.
Yes, that is so true.
The up front of the palate, not really there. And then middle of the palate, you get this hit of oak, like this oak punch, which I love that. And then it fades into like a spice right after that, which rolls into like char and then cherries. I mean, just off the rip, first sip, that is fantastic.
Definitely burns more.
Really, I don't get that at all. In fact, the finish for me is way more subdued.
Wow.
The 10 left a lingering spice on the back of my palate, and the Kentucky hug was longer. And the 12 is not that at all.
For how much I loved this nose, I'm going to say I'm disappointed. That's way too strong of a word. I'm just surprised at how different.
Really? I am shocked you said that, because I think that everything I picked up on the nose shows up on the palate and in like a succession. Like, it's not all at once, so it doesn't feel like it's all one flavor.
True.
Like, it comes at different points, and so it takes you on that journey that you want to go on. It has more complexity than the rye right up front for me. I think I'm also gonna say while this held on for spice on the tongue and the Kentucky Hug, I think in terms of flavor beyond just sensation, this has a longer finish. I'm still tasting cherries. All right, rye. The mint is back.
Okay. You know when you're on a distillery tour and you can smell the beer mash when you walk in?
Oh, I can see that.
I loved that smell so much, and that's what I'm getting. They keep fighting each other for first place. Like, this one, I was like, I don't know about you, but then I got the 12-year, and I was like, oh, this is easily the best. And this 10-year sat a little longer, and I was like, oh, well, gosh. Now this one's a contender.
Yeah.
What?
I didn't say anything.
You did not say anything. That is correct.
I did not. Overall, I think the 10-year rye, that vegetal note is persisting on the nose. And while I don't dislike it, it's just not really what I'm looking for in a rye. Meanwhile, the 12 is pretty much everything I'm looking for in a bourbon. It's dark, it's rich, it's got that fruit note that I love, and it's got that barrel char and that barrel spice. I don't think there's been a single question for me the entire time. The 12 has been by far the best on the nose and on the palate. The only thing that the 10 has over the 12 is viscosity. And even then, it's not enough to make it even close to a deal breaker. I think that the 12 is a little bit cheaper in stores than the 10. So you're getting a better value, higher age statement. It's a better profile. It's no question. The 12 wins. And that's not because I don't like ryes. I love ryes.
And you know I love ryes.
So there you go. I can't believe it. I can't believe it was that close for you, honestly.
All right. Well, this was fun.
Let me know what you guys think about Knob Creek 12 or 10. Have you guys had the 10? Do you guys think they'll make a higher age statement rye? And do you like the 7-year rye? I don't know. There's also a new Burr rye that they made, and I've not heard fantastic things about that. So interesting stuff. In any case, make sure you like and subscribe. We'll see you next time. Cheers.